I used to think love was proven by what you gave up for someone. 4 years ago, I gave up everything for Mark. My job, my friends, my body's health, my sleep. After the accident, I fed him, bathed him, carried him in and out of bed. I wiped his face when he drooled. I learned to cook without seasoning because his stomach couldn't take it anymore. I told myself I didn't mind. That's what you do for the man you love. That afternoon started like any other. I was carrying up a basket of his clean clothes, still warm from the dryer, when I heard his voice. Not the frail, weary tone I was used to. This was lighter, almost smug. "She's just a free maid," he said, laughing. The words stopped me cold. I froze on the landing. Then another voice, a woman's, soft, playful, too familiar. I moved closer, silent on the carpet. The bedroom door was nearly shut, just a sliver open. Through it, I saw his hand. Not twisted and weak like he claimed, but holding a wine glass. Then the camera of my mind zoomed out. Her, perched on the bed, hair tumbling over bare shoulders. My grandmother's quilt beneath her, the one I used to wrap him in when he was shivering in pain. I didn't make a sound, didn't drop the basket. I just stared, long enough to burn the image into my brain like acid etching metal. That night I lay beside him, pretending I didn't know, pretending to believe his goodnight kiss. But inside, something shifted. I wasn't going to cry, I wasn't going to scream, I was going to bury him, not in the ground, but in the kind of ruin you never crawl out of. I started small. I documented everything. The prescriptions he didn't take, the bank transfers to an account I didn't recognize, the purchases for silk lingerie in a size I never wore. I made copies of every message, every receipt. I found the woman, a physical therapist he'd fired 6 months before. She thought he was divorced. He'd been telling her I was just a live-in nurse who refused to leave. I didn't correct her. I just asked her politely to send me copies of his texts. She did. Next, I visited our lawyer under the guise of updating his will, in case his health got worse. I learned something interesting. If I could prove he was capable of more physical function than he claimed, I could contest his disability benefits and his insurance payouts. So I waited. Weeks, months. I set up a hidden camera in the living room. It caught him one afternoon, home alone, walking. Not well, but enough. Enough to destroy him legally. The day I executed everything, the sky was a clean, merciless blue. I had the evidence compiled in a neat folder. I met with his insurance investigator, who practically salivated over the fraud footage. I handed the lawyer the proof of adultery, bank fraud, and misappropriated funds. Divorce papers were drawn up that same day, along with a court order freezing his accounts. I left the house before he woke up from his nap, left the fridge empty, left the front door unlocked, left the note on the kitchen counter. Check your bank balance, and your phone, and the door. She won't be back. When I returned that evening, with the investigator and 2 police officers, he was mid-argument on the phone with her. His voice cracked when they read the charges. Fraud, perjury. He tried to stand, to plead, but the moment his feet hit the floor, the investigator hit record. "Oh," he said, smiling, "so you can walk." They took him away in handcuffs. She didn't stay to help him. The divorce was fast. He lost the house, his savings, and the disability income that had been his lifeline. I got the house, sold it, moved far away. Sometimes people ask me if I miss him. I don't. I miss the woman I used to be, the one who thought love meant self-sacrifice. That woman died on the landing, holding a basket of warm laundry, hearing the man she'd saved call her just a free maid. I don't cry when I think about it. I smile, because I know what he sees now when he closes his eyes, the door swinging open, his little game collapsing, and me standing there, finally not carrying anything for him at all.